What's up, family? As always, give thanks and praises to your Creator, whoever you might conceive him to be. Now, listen, let me jump right into this here. I just finished watching the documentary on Tibu, as Tubi on the Fire Stick. It's a documentary on Tubi on the Fire Stick. It's called The Confession of a Man from the year 3036. A confession from a time traveler from the year 3036. Now, if what he is saying is true, we are all literally fucked. And I don't really care if YouTube blocks this or not, because even YouTube will be fucked. So if what he is saying is true, we are all literally fucked. Now he is saying this is the best time that we have now. That's what he is saying. He's saying this is the best time that we have right now. He says the air is going to get so polluted that you're going to be constantly having to wear a mask, along with the 5G radiation that is coming out. He also says that they got people called, I would say, the deserters. That's the ones that live on the ground. That, as a matter of fact, he said every person would get microchip. He shows the microchip in his hands. They ran his database and they cannot find nothing on him. No identity, no social security number, no birth record. They ran his DNA come back all zeros. He's not related to no person on the planet whatsoever. Like I said, the movie is called The Confession of a Time Traveler from the year 3036 on your Fire Stick, and it's called, the app is called Tubi. Check it out. Okay. He is saying that there will be no houses. They live in tubes, and the tubes float. He said he was surprised that we have to pay for water. As a matter of fact, he got arrested for taking clothes and food. He says, in that time, we don't buy no food. Everything is free. You don't have to pay for nothing. You're allowed a certain amount of stuff, and that's how it goes. And the people that don't get the chip, like I said before, will be living on the ground. And if we remember that movie called Demolition Man with Leslie Spikes and Sylvester Stallone, when the folks were living on the ground, that is, we didn't mention that, but that is my opinion how the earth is going to be. He also says that there's going to be no more America, no more China, no more Russia. It's going to be three corporations: the Bill Gates corporations, the Rothschilds, and Amazon, if I'm correct. There's going to be three corporations running the whole world. There's no more money. This AI is going to raise the children. You're only allowed to have sex 3 times a year. If you do anything out of the ordinary, you'll be killed and eaten. Like I said, if what he is saying is true, we are fucked. Well, not really me. I'd be dead and gone. I'd be dead and gone. But the folks that are living in the year 3036 is going to be rough. He says it's going to be a major war from China, Russia, America, and Iran. He said the Iran war is starting now. He says there's going to be a blackout for 5 years, a total blackout for 5 years. And he says the power liable to come back, and they're going to work on it for like 20 years before it actually come back to normal standards of electricity. They show you the microchip in his hand, because he volunteered to go and get an x-ray, and they show you the microchip right here, right there in his hand. Okay. Then he is saying that every 36,000 years, we know that too. The guys that does the research know that every 36,000 years, the planet called Nibiru, or Planet X, comes around. That's going to be here. And he says the Anunnaki is going to come back to Earth. The Anunnaki, them are the ones that run or live on Planet X or Nibiru. That we know for years. But apart from that, he says, the life that we have now, we enjoy it. Because this is about the best it's going to get. It's going to get worse than this, he says. So, folks, all I'm telling you guys is like I said before, I'm saying it again, if what he's saying is true, don't worry about shit from here on in. And if you get a chance, watch the documentary and leave a comment. Because if what he's saying is true, like I said, we be long gone. Our grandchildren will be long gone. But if you can observe it from an other reality, we'll see it's going to be a rough earth. It's going to be rough. So, folks, all I'm saying is that in the meantime, folks, don't worry about shit. And I'm going to leave some profanity here because if what you're saying, and I said before, if he's saying is true, what the fuck you got to worry about? He says, this is the best we're going to have it now. It's going to be mandatory to wear breathalyzers and masks because the air is so polluted. But the toxins in the air is so bad that you're going to have to wear a mask constantly. So, folks, when you get a chance, check that movie out. It's called The Confession of a Time Traveler from the year 3036. It's a documentary on Tubi on your Fire Stick. If you can get the app anywhere, watch that documentary. Like I said, it breaks down a lot of shit. He said he can't talk about how he get here. But then again, before that too, they actually found this person dead in the same part they normally goes and relax and get the fresh air. Because he says he like to go to clear his mind. To find this person. He said also too, that a lot of people, the majority of people on the planet are going to be bald because the air is so polluted and toxic that you will not grow no hair. No hair will be growing on your head. So a lot of folks can be bald. But anyway, they found him dead. And the interviewer said the reason why he believed is the same guy because his left hand was cut off. That's the same hand that had the chip in it. That hand was cut off. As for time traveling, he says the U.S. government knows of time traveling because you have the Montauk in Long Island and you have the Philadelphia experiment where they use time traveling. Time traveling is only going to be for the elite. And if you get caught time traveling, it might be a fine or whatever. But he said time traveling might be only for the elite people that know the time travel. But folks, in the meantime, folks, just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy it. All right, folks. Until then, folks, I'm out of here, man. Peace out. One love.